what I say, do what I do. Let's have fun. I said a boom, chicka boom.
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 I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Firework style. I said a boom, chicka boom.
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 I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Walk on the moon style. I said a boom, chicka boom.
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 I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Barnyard style. I said a boom, chicka boom.
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 I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Skunk style. I said a boom, chicka pew.
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 I said a boom, chicka rocka, pew.
I said a boom, chicka rocka, pew.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Train style. I said a boom, chicka choo choo.
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 I said a boom, chicka rocka, choo choo.
I said a boom, chicka rocka, choo choo.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Cowboy style. I said a boom, chicka yahoo.
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 Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our whole school assembly. It's great to have lots of people here saying hello this morning. Hello to everyone in the Engaged Kingdom. Hello to Holly that's watching as well. Hello from Orson. And he says hello to Urshi and all her friends in the Inspired Kingdom. Good morning from Jessica. And hello and big hugs to Joshua and all of his friends in the Kingdom of Wonder and Curiosity. This song brings back memories of last year. And hello from Miss White and Mrs. Scott and all the children in the Nightingale Kingdom. It's wonderful to have you here. And we've got a special guest this morning. Good morning, Mrs. Brooker.
Good morning, everybody.
Mrs. Brooker is here to read us some stories this morning. So I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Brooker.
Thank you, Mr. Spracklen. It's so good to see you all. Hope you're having a great day. Now, I've got one of my favourite books, or two of my favourite books. The first book I'm going to read you is called My Many Coloured Days. Now, some of you may have seen this one before, especially if you're in one of the kingdoms. So let's have a go. It's really good. Bright colours all the way through. So My Many Coloured Days. And it's by Dr. Seuss, one of our favourites. Some days are yellow. Some days are blue. On different days, I'm different too. You'd be surprised how many ways I change on different coloured days. Lots of colours going on that page today. On bright red days, how good it feels to be a horse and kick my heels. On other days, I'm other things. On bright blue days, I flap my wings. Some days, of course, feel sort of brown, and then I feel slow and low, low down. Then comes a yellow day, and whee! I'm a busy, buzzy bee. Grey day, everything is grey. I watch, but nothing moves today. Then, all of a sudden, I'm a circus seal. On my orange days, that's how I feel. Green days, deep, deep in the sea. Cool and quiet fish, that's me. On purple days, I'm sad. I groan, I drag my tail, and I walk alone. But when my days are happy pink, it's great to jump and just not think. Then come my black days, mad and loud. I howl, I growl at every cloud. Then comes a mixed up day, and wham! I don't know what or who I am. But it all turns out all right, you see, and I go back to being me. A nice bright blue page at the end. And that's okay. It's okay to be any colour, any day. Now, many of you, especially if you're in year 2, will have already heard me read this story, but hey, it's one of my favourites. So when Mr Spracklen asked if I'd read a story, I thought I've got just the book, because it's a Have You Filled Your Bucket book today. And this is one of those really good books that, do you know what? If you do something to make somebody else feel really special, then it makes you feel special too. So doing good things for other people as well as yourself is always a bonus. So, have you filled your bucket today? All day long, everyone in the world, whole wide world, walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. You see that? Everybody's got their buckets. And they're full of bright stars and sparkles. You have a bucket. Each member in your family has a bucket. Your grandparents, friends, and neighbours all have buckets. Everyone carries an invisible bucket. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and your good feelings about yourself. You feel happy and good when your bucket is full. You feel a bit sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. Other people can fill your bucket and you can fill theirs. You can fill your own bucket too. So, do you know how to fill a bucket? You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says and does nice things to make others feel special. When you treat others with kindness and respect, you fill their bucket. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone. And when you say or do mean things, or even if you ignore someone, that's bucket dipping. Bullying is bucket dipping. And when you hurt others, you dip into their bucket. You will dip into your own bucket too. Many people who dip have an empty bucket. They may think they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's, but that will never work. You can never take something out of your bucket or their bucket and put it into your bucket. It won't work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into somebody else's. But guess what? When you fill somebody else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. You love your mum and dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Your caring words will fill their buckets with joy. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled somebody's bucket. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket and think of what you can say or do to fill it. Here are some ideas for you to try. You could say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite somebody who's new at school to play with you. Can't really do either of those things at the moment though, can we? So maybe you could say something really nice or be really helpful to mummy or daddy, or your big brother or little brother or sisters. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. You could tell your grandpa that you like spending time with him. There are many, many ways to fill a bucket. Maybe you could draw somebody a picture, your next door neighbour, your grandparents, your friends that you're not seeing at the moment. That would be quite nice. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost money and it doesn't take too much time. And remember, when you fill somebody else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. And when you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighbourhood places for all. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? And just start each day by saying to yourself, today I'm going to do something really nice to fill somebody's bucket. And at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? Yes, I did. And that's the life of a bucket filler. And that's you. So well done, everybody. Keep filling those buckets. And it's so lovely to see you. And hopefully I'll see you all soon.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Brooker. What two fantastic stories there. We got a few messages. We had a message originally from, I believe, from Ursula's mum and Orson, who said, hello to Urshi and her friends in the Inspired Kingdom. And we did read that one out. Well, we had a response. We had good morning, mummy, from Ursula and her friends in the Inspired Kingdom. So we had a bit of messaging through our video there. And we've also had a message from Miss Brown that says, hello to everyone from Miss Brown, Mrs. Bernard, and the Inspired Kingdom.
Oh, hello,
and Jessica's saying, hello, Mrs. Brooker. Love from Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. We'll be back live at 4 o'clock. Oh, I think I had one more comment jump in there. Thank you, Mrs. Brooker. What lovely stories, says Holly. We will be back at 4 o'clock with our next live broadcast. See you then.